Okay, so it's not an easy video to do, it's not an easy topic to do, but I wanted to do a video on getting through what's referred to as the dark night of the soul. And I just kind of want, to be here to speak to you if you're going through that just now. Because it's, a very challenging, difficult time. I've been through it on more than one occasion in my life. In fact, recently, even this year, I went through a major shift again. And what I will say is that these episodes tend to come at pivotal moments in our life where, we could be going through some major change. And it could be along the lines of like a death, in the family, or a breakup of a relationship, or, the loss of a pet or the loss of a job. Usually it's when something, majorly shifts in our life. But it can also be an inner shift where it doesn't feel like anything externally has particularly triggered it, but it could just be that something shifts in your perception. Something shifts in the way that you're looking at life, the way you're looking at the world. Your intuition could be just waking up. So it can also be referred to as an awakening, this kind of thing as well. So it's like there's an expansion taking place, and it can bring some confusion. So, and for some people it can feel like your whole life's just been turned upside down. And sometimes that could be triggered by something that happened. So an event can trigger this big change that goes on. And even if it's an event externally, or whether it's an inner change or shift in perception, ultimately it is the inside of you that is changing. It's like there can be a kind of loss of knowing who you are. There can be a sense of it's like an identity shift that's going on. By the way, if I laugh in these videos, it's not that I'm laughing at you. It's I often just, it's just joy springs up in me, and I find certain things funny that most people wouldn't, so I'm just letting you know that. So this shift in identity, maybe you thought you were going down a certain path. You thought that, you had it all figured out, and, you had the job, and, marriage and children, and everything was just going like that. And you knew where you stood. You knew where you were in that set of circumstances. And then something just shifts. And as I say, it can be an inner shift, or it could be something that you witnessed externally. It could have been some kind of trauma that happened. Either way, whatever it was, it's sort of like forcing you to reassess how you look at the world, how you look at yourself, how you look at life in general, and your place within that framework of existence. So so that's just a brief explanation of what it can be. You might have your other opinions about it, and that's okay. You can share them in the comments. So things feel like they've turned upside down. And yeah, so what I want to say is that it's okay. I just want to say you're okay. You're not losing your mind. You're not going insane. Because sometimes it can feel like that as well. Like you've just, lost it. You can experience disassociation as well. So it's like there can be some dissociation, a sense of like disconnection, maybe with the people that you normally feel very connected with. It's okay. It doesn't stay like that. It doesn't stay like that forever. It's a process that you go through. There could also be physical, chemical things going on as well. And it could also be a health thing. Sometimes it could be a health condition that's maybe triggered the sense of disorientation, which kind of happened to me recently as well. So I just want to say that you're not alone and you're not going insane, and that everything's going to be okay. And I actually pulled some angel cards from the angel deck for the listener of this video today. And it's quite interesting because you couldn't have asked for two better cards. You actually got Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael. So Archangel Raphael says, I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. So we've got beautiful healing energy from Archangel Raphael. Calling upon, your higher guidance or guides is helpful as well when you're going through these challenges. I know that not everybody watching this video might believe in, a higher intelligence or a higher energy. If you don't, then you can just call upon life itself, because I think that sometimes people feel very alone because they don't have, they're identified with the physical existence. So if you're purely identified with yourself as a physical body with a name, a personality, and a life, it's harder. It's harder for you if you don't have a sense of faith or belief in, a higher power that you can reach out to. And I know that in my life, I can only tell you, speak from my experience, because in meditation, I've connected with these deeper, non-physical sense of being, and my personal belief, if you can call it personal, because, my path has been to dissolve the attachment to person-identified consciousness. So just giving you a brief thing, but we're kind of derailing a bit. The other card was Archangel Michael, and I just looked at the clock there and saw 909, which are beautiful numbers of completion. And Archangel Michael says, I'm with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Because sometimes we're going through these changes as well, because it's part of your path. And although it's a very rough time at the time, it's because you're going to overcome that. And then that is going to be part of your life purpose, is to help other people shift through that quicker as well. Because we are at a time in history where, with the way things are going on the planet, you know, we are being forced into, or not forced, but we are being invited into expanding the way we look at things and seeing things from new perspectives, and doing things in a different way, so that we can be solution focused and find ways that work better and in harmony with nature and ourselves, because we've been over consuming, and this is affecting the habitats and the ecosystem. So the ecosystem itself is, you know, is needing to come back into balance, because we're kind of shifting it out of balance. So it's very important that we bring these things into balance. But anyway, that's another video about ecological meltdown. So so yeah, it's just, you know, I just wanted to make this video to say that you're not alone, and you know, a lot of people are going through these kind of experiences, and on some level it is an awakening, because people are being forced to change the way that they view themselves, because it's very limiting. And I feel like Mother Earth herself is causing these awakenings as well. Like we're being awakened because our planet actually needs us to wake up, because, as I say, this ecosystem, what we're doing is threatening that to a degree. You know, even although the Earth will sort herself out, but she might have to, you know, get rid of us in the process. So if we want to continue living on this planet, then, you know, we are going to have to make changes. And sorry for going off topic again, but maybe it's not off topic, you know, maybe this is an important aspect. So I don't really have much more to add at the moment. If you've got any questions, you know, maybe I could, you know, elaborate and do another video if you've got anything specific. But I really just wanted to say that, you know, you're okay, and that you're not alone in this awakening or phase that you're going through. And to, you know, reach out for support to those around you that, you know, maybe will understand what you're going through. I know sometimes it's difficult, you know, to find the people that we need in our vicinity. That person just might not be there amongst our friends and our family, that we can really express what we're going through. So maybe you have to look further afield, maybe some spiritual counseling. I mean, I'm actually a spiritual well-being mentor, so I offered that as a service as well. So if you want to connect with me, you can send me a message through Facebook, or I think there's a link in the description box there. So if you feel like you want to reach out, then I am here to talk to you. So that's really all I have to say right now. And, you know, you're okay. I hope this video was helpful. I'm just trying to be, I was going to whiteboard it, because sometimes I whiteboard everything that I want to speak about, but I just felt it was going to be better just to be more intimate, you know, like just one-to-one, and just speak to you, you know, connect with you in a more sort of intimate way. So as I say, you've got Archangel Raphael on your side and Archangel Michael, so you're going to be okay. So I'm sending you lots of love and light, and, you know, what I would say as well is just really look after yourself. You know, because sometimes we go through these periods as well when we're very low energy. So maybe, you know, you need to kind of spend some time really giving to yourself, because sometimes we give too much to those around us, and then completely completely de-energize ourselves. So fill your own cup up, you know, just take some time to really focus on yourself, and you will heal. You will heal. Also, this color green is really, really important for healing. So if you can spend more time in nature, that will be really good for you. And earthing and meditating, if you can meditate. And if you can't meditate, just, you know, listen to some music. Do whatever the next tiny, tiny step is in the way of feeling a little bit better. It might just be a tiny little step. So for example, if you're just really tired, go for a nap, lie down, sleep. And then when you wake up, just say, okay, what's the next thing that I could do, that I feel like I can do? Could I go for a walk? Could I make a soup? You know, could I make myself some nice food? Could I, you know, maybe watch a comedy or something? You know, anything at all that, because everything, every step, every tiny little step that makes you just feel that little bit better is shifting your vibration. It shifts it. And then from that place, you can make another choice. And you keep kind of moving up or moving through, you know, the initial vibrational state. So it's kind of like shifting your state of being through taking those tiny little steps that make you feel just that little bit better. Okay? So I'm sending you so much love and light. I've been there, and, you know, you do get through it, and you might actually be completely transformed once you're through it, and feeling so much joy and feeling so much better for it. So sending you love, and bye for now.